Civilization or Barbarism, an Authentic Anthropology by Dr. Cheikh Anta Diop. Sparta. The antiquity offers the most complete model of this form of economic exploitation founded exclusively on ethnic differences. The Spartiates, who probably were of Dorian origin, conquered Laconia during the period of Greek history called the Dark Ages, 12th to 8th centuries BCE, and they subjugated the inhabitants of this region, the Helots. Before the repeated revolts by the latter, the Spartiates established the most ferocious military regime in history, living in entrenched military camps, centering the education of the citizens on the military arts from birth, and organizing periodic pogroms against the Helots in order to maintain the numerical relationship of the two ethnic groups, conquerors, conquered within the limits of security. However, Sparta, which had no more than 9,000 citizens, could not exercise absolute control over a large territory. Thus, Messenia, conquered later, was less integrated than Laconia. Its communities remained invalid and merely paid tribute. The Pierosi were Spartan subjects without the status of citizens, but subject to military service, which was an important distinction in relation to the Helots. Thus, the fact of participating in the defense of territory gave them the right to some not significant privileges. In spite of all the precautions taken, Spartan domination ended by crumbling, particularly because of the great numerical weakness of its citizens. The class of the conquerors, the equals, advanced through corruption. In spite of the initial vow of purity and sobriety, it ended up having within itself rich and poor. The same thing happened in the social strata of the subjugated and the exploited. This social osmosis would increase and would be accentuated because the Spartan conquerors and conquered Helots belonged to the same large white-skinned race, and ethnic differences became blurred, allowing class differences to appear only in the economic sense. But it would be historically false to deny the ethnic origin of this class struggle and the forms of Darwinian bestial violence that it initially took. Rwandans and Burundians. The relations between the Tutsi and the Hutu in Rwanda and in Burundi seem to belong to the ancient type of relations between Spartiates and Helots. Whatever the role of the former colonial power had been in the deterioration of these relations, and we'll stop there. Continue off with civilization or barbarism. I'm Uriel. Hi.